Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
So good to
Welcome
see you
to
all
Dice
here on
Storm
Twitch.
Stream. We are playing Tales from the Loop, the role-playing game from Simon Stallenhag, based on his award-winning books, Tales from the Loop, and the second one, which was Tales from the Things from the Flood. The winner of the Gold Ennie in 2017, and we're playing the starter box, which we will explain as we go along.
Do things repeat themselves because it's a loop, Murray? Wouldn't the second version of the game just be the same game again because it's a loop?
No. The loop is the particle accelerator that that is built in Sweden and Boulder City, Nevada. Now, I don't want to massacre the Swedish language and get the names of places wrong. So therefore, we're going to be using the Boulder City names for Tales from the Loop rather than the Swedish ones, simply because otherwise I will be staring at bunches of letters with accents going, I'm going to say it wrong. I really am. So we won't do that. Some of you might not have played this game, so we'll explain some of it as it goes along. Essentially, each of the players is a kid between the ages of 10 and 15. So all 5 of the pre-generated characters from the box set are indeed assigned to one of the players from the Dice Stormers. So we might start with whoever's directly below me. Benjamin, can you tell us who you're playing, please?
Me? Hello. I'm it's slightly Swedish there for a moment. I'm
just
don't be Swedish.
Hello.
I'm playing Kelly.
Sweden.
I'm playing Kelly, and she's 13. And she's loves working hard at school because she loves everyone admiring her and being jealous of how awesome she is. But she also likes to get away to her treehouse and hang out there and spend time with her friends.
Oh, that's lovely.
When things become too much. And her boyfriend, who I have no idea, Chad, is my boyfriend, who is played by Johnny.
No.
Literally underneath as we speak. That sounds really wrong.
Wow.
Not like that.
Screw the patriarchy. That's right. Because you're the
That's right. I know. It's amazing because he's really respectful for me and he always goes after me and below me.
Nice. Johnny?
Yeah.
So I'm playing Chad.
And
Chad is also 13. And he wants to impress his girlfriend, Kelly.
That's cool. It's the main game. That's
really his only thing. He's a bit of a jock. He's not particularly brainy. He's got good biceps.
He does.
Yes.
Says so.
He does.
So each of our characters has what's called a pride, which is the thing that makes them feel important. And Chad's is look at my bicep. Yes.
And mine is my academic acumen. You might know the word acumen because it's very long.
I am number.
Yes,
I am number 1. It's yours there, Kelly. All right.
I'm number
and
1.
over the other side, therefore, we have John. John, who are you playing?
So I'm playing Trish, and I'm so sick of my sister Kelly and her boyfriend Chad. I'm just so sick of just being typecast as her sister, her youngest sister all the time. So I'm just trying to find a way to kind of break them up just a little bit.
Right.
But I'm not telling them anything. Anyway, so it's possible that I might have a little bit of itchy fingers and things might slightly slip into my pocket. And maybe some people have seen them, maybe they haven't. And but anyway, I'm just trying to, make a name for myself away from my sister who's such a drag.
So embarrassing, Patricia. Just try and
Trish,
pronounce things properly. Sister. Sister.
Why are you always making out all the time? Disgusting.
Do you guys ever have that realization where you just went along and said, "Oh no, we're just playing high school triangle love circle, the role playing game,"
or just remembering childhood?
I'm 11 years old. That's gross.
All right, Derek, who are you playing?
I am going to be playing Timmy or Tim, and I'm the local weirdo, the local nerd. He is wearing long striped pants. He's kind of skinny and awkward. He's everything that Chad is not. He's smart. He likes to tinker with machinery, and he's kind of the AV nerd at school, and pushes the AV cart around to all the different places.
I think this is before AV has been invented.
It may be. Yeah.
Isn't it just video?
No. What is the year?
Video?
It's just audio.
I don't think
it's radio. School radio.
AV existed.
School radio.
Yeah. What is the year?
You're in the transistor club. We're in the mid 80s, 84, 80. I think
the mid 80s.
Pretty much unspecified as to which year in the 80s.
Computer club in like 83. They had
Apple
IIe's.
83. We didn't have a computer club in 83.
Yeah, we did.
Not in New Zealand.
Apple IIe's.
Rich over here.
So what I'm wearing is kind of I'm wearing like a tan overcoat and a multicolored scarf, and it's my homage to Doctor Who, the Tom Baker Doctor Who. Nobody else knows who Tom Baker Doctor Who is because we're in Boulder, Colorado, and Timmy has a slight lisp on his R's, so Boulder, Colorado.
Hang on, a lisp on his R's?
And
Colorado?
Yes.
Colorado, and he likes hanging out at Chad's place because we've been good friends, and sometimes he really likes it when Mawia comes around because he's very Kelly when Kelly's there because she's very pretty.
Maria's like my cosplay costume character who's like an imaginary superhero who's like even slightly better than me.
Oh, this is going to be a long evening.
All right.
Oh,
Nathan, who are you?
Hello, my name's Aaron. I'm look, I'm
my bestie.
Yeah. Okay. We've always been best friends. Sometimes you're born with them. Sometimes you just don't have choices. But no. Erin is she is
Erin is like the funny one. Erin's the funniest. I really like Erin.
I just need to focus. I just need to keep going. I just keep going. Nothing can stop me, and I keep going. And
that is so you. That is so you. That is so you.
Oh, lovely.
But
so
I'm jealous.
Nice. So each of our characters already has a pre-existing relationship to the other four, which you will discover as we go.
By the way,
the basic mechanic of this game is you have a pool of D6s. Everyone has 4 attributes and a set of skills. At various points, I will be asking them to roll their die in that pool, so they have a certain number from their attributes, which are body, tech, heart, and mind, then skills. So, for instance, if they roll 4 dice, they are looking for a success. If they roll a 6, that is a success. If they don't roll a 6, then it's a fail. So there's no shades of grey. It's black and white. They can push. They can try again. They can attempt to do something else and use other things. But yes, if they fail, something bad will happen. Something called trouble. There'll be trouble. Just
quick question: what's your name in this game? Are you like the dungeon master or the headmaster or the what do you want to be called?
I'm the game master. They've gone all out and just called me the looper. I don't know. They haven't called me that. No, I'm not. I'm the game master. Because
you look like Thor, Nordic legend. So
No, well, the other day someone compared me to the lion from the Wizard of Oz. To be honest,
yeah.
I've got a bit of a mane going on.
Can we get some?
In that you're like afraid of everything.
Can I just say, Zach, in the chat, Zach's calling you the Murray Master.
The
Murray Master tales from the loot.
There is no other one who is the master of Murray. Certainly not this particular Murray.
Nobody masters Murray. Murray's his own master.
Thank you, Zach. Lovely. Right. So let's set the scene. You are all on your way to school in the morning. On this particular morning, Tim, there's a group of bullies that stop you on your way to school to harass you, saying that your mum is a drunk. She's a drunk. Your mum drinks. Chad, you over here, father crying and talking to your mother. I'll ask you what you're going to do about this in a moment. I'm just setting the scene for each of you. We can build the world collaboratively. If you like, you can come up with your own scene. If you don't like my version of what I suggest. Trish, your mother knocks on the door and tells you that another kid's mother, Jane's mother, has called, saying that a brooch disappeared the last time you visited Jane's house. Aaron,
I thought she lost it.
Neither your mother nor your father has gotten out of bed this morning. You had to make your own breakfast, whilst the photograph of your brother keeps staring at you from the wall. And Kelly, some of the other popular kids have told you a rumor that Tim is having a love affair with the cleaning lady at school.
I don't like Tim anyway.
What
He's like just so
do
nerdy.
you do? So who did I say first? That was
Tim. That was me.
That was you
That would
first.
be,
So there's some,
that would be a reason to kind of like make up a scandal, I think.
Mm-hmm. So I nibble my rat's ear, the rat that sort of sits in my.
Wow, that's how you don't get bullied.
Your rat Oscar, yeah.
My rat Oscar.
So that is his iconic item. Just to those of you playing along at home, each one of our characters has an iconic item which is theirs and only theirs, and it gives them their assistance. So you nibble on Oscar's ear.
Oscar's ear, and Oscar likes to kind of sit in the folds of my enormous scarf, which trails along the ground behind me as I walk through the snow, and I, put my head down and not pay attention to the bullies.
Like a wounded gazelle. Comes into school.
Try and avoid their eyes.
Okay, so are you going to try and... what are we doing then? Are we moving past them?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Right, so let's try this just so we can check out this whole mechanic. I don't think you're built to move, however, Timmy.
I am not built to move.
That's okay. Can you roll for me? But you're using Oscar. So therefore, can you roll for me 4 dice? And you're looking for a 6.
So I've got a sneak of 2.
You want to sneak past?
Yeah.
Okay.
How good is the sneak of 2, Murray? Just so we can have a feeling.
Well, you got you have skills or attributes 1 to 5. So one is well, obviously nothing is bad. 1 is pretty low. 4's pretty good.
So you have to roll d6s, and if you get us any 6s, you succeed.
Any 6 is a success. But we will get to a point where we need to count up the number of successes. So, for instance, there'll be a point when you come to a threat where you need to achieve, between the 5 of you, you will need to achieve 10 successes to succeed. So we need to keep track of how many successes each of us rolls. And if you fail, then the whole thing falls apart, or something bad happens to all of you. So.
Okay.
So you sneaking or moving?
So I'm sneaking.
Okay, so you get sneak is body. So you get 2 for sneak, 1 for body, and 2 for Oscar. So you get 5 dice, and you're trying to roll a single 6.
I get a 6. 1 6.
You succeed. You absolutely sneak past the bullies. You can hear mutters of weirdo. So, what the hell is that thingy? Did he kiss it? Oh my god, he kissed that thing. Oh, ugh.
Nice.
Sorry, I don't want to trigger. Please tell me if I trigger anything. I'm pulling on my own experience of being bullied, so I shouldn't.
No, that's fine. I proudly wear my weirdo badge, and I think they call me Rat Boy.
They do indeed call you Rat Boy.
But I honestly don't mind. I think that's a badge of honor.
Great.
Whack Boy.
Don't worry, you can get that cleaned up.
Okay, Chad, you hear your father crying and talking to Mum.
So I'm still at home.
You are.
My father's crying.
Your father is crying.
Oh dear.
He's in touch with his emotions. Very, very progressive for the 80s.
Do you continue listening? What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'll listen in.
All right.
What are they saying?
Let's just roll dice because we can. I think that's going to be. Oh no, because you've got no score in that at all. Let's not do that. Let's just say you hear Because like, oh, there's blanks. That's like roll no dice. Okay. So you absolutely hear. So Dad thinks you've already left for school. You hear him admit to Mum that he hit a kid with his car, and he's basically broken up over it. Mum asks, what happened? Is the kid all right? And he says the kid was fine. Kept just got up and we talked about it, and he promised not to tell anyone about it. Chad, are you still here? Why aren't you late? You're going to be late for school, boy.
Oh, I'm just leaving now, Dad.
Get out of here. Great. So you're on your way. Oh, you've got a hockey stick. I love it. It's an iconic item.
Of course,
couldn't really
Chad. Chad.
Couldn't really use my hockey stick to improve my listening skills.
No, unfortunately.
Well, that's not with that attitude, Chad.
Cool.
Can anyone think of a narrative way to crowbar that in?
Yeah.
Question on the chat if you figure that out.
It's not a crowbar, Chad. It's a hockey stick.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you swing your hockey stick. Chad.
He's pretty, but he's not very bright.
Right.
No, he's not.
Trish, what do you say to Mum? She's standing there with that look and the fabulous tapping finger as the tut-tut forms on her lips.
What are you talking about, Mum?
The brooch. Do you know anything about it?
What's a brooch?
It's a pin that you put in your clothing.
A pen? Mum, you don't put pens in your clothing. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm so excited.
Pens are for writing, Mum.
I'll give you a thick ear, young lady.
Mum, I don't know what you're
80s.
talking about.
Well, I don't want to get any more phone calls from your friends and parents telling me that things have gone missing, because it always seems to be you.
What are you trying to say, Mum?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say, Trish. Now get to school, and I don't want to hear anything about you misbehaving. Why can't you be
I
like
didn't
this?
do it, Mum. You're lying. I'm just going running outside and crying. My parents are terrible.
Kelly, can't you do anything with her? Oh,
I'm just not there. I'm at school, so
oh, you left already.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so behind me.
Tisk.
Kelly's a straight A student.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you say to the girls? Yeah, we heard.
Well,
we heard Tim's got a thing for the janitor. The janitress. Is that
Clean
even
up
a word?
aisle 3.
secretly, I pretend not to like Tim, but I don't like if anybody isn't in love with me, and the thought of him having an affair with someone else is so gross. So I'm going to take out my makeup box and really turn on the charm next time I see him. So he's just like, oh my God, Kelly.
What are we talking? We're talking bright pink eyeliner, green lipstick.
Yeah, cheekbones, which are you
Orange.
could cut a piece of paper with.
Ben, could you please go through your
Frame the
makeup
face.
techniques? I'd love to hear you try and explain them.
Well, you've got to put on a good foundation, but you've got to make sure it doesn't shine. So you have powder to pat it down, and you extend your eyes and make them larger, to draw attention to them, and other stuff like that.
I learned all my makeup techniques from Jeremy Renner, which is highlight the eyes and frame the face. That's
Yes,
what
exactly.
hence the beard, baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Jeremy Renner.
Master Makeup Murray with his beard makeup.
Yep, and no sleep. Look at the bags under my eyes. They really accentuate my eyes.
Yeah.
Is
Draw focus to the
Chad
eyes.
is Chad around at all?
Chad's always around.
Where's Chad?
Chad's
Chad's
just
running
left
from
his
home
house.
because he just got shooed out of the house.
Yeah.
Do I
So-
see him at all
Where do you-
because I got shooed
where
out of the
do you-
house similar
Do you
time?
live across the road from Chad?
I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty close for these two lovebirds to kind of hang out.
Well, maybe that's
Get on
how
that
they
school.
became lovebirds by calling out messages
Proximity.
across the window, across the
Over the
street.
back of the fence. So I'm gonna Kelly's gonna do charm with her heart and her makeup box, and I don't actually have enough dice. 'Cause that's 10.
But that's for when you meet Tim, yeah.
So could perhaps
makeup as well. Makeup is an important part of charming, Murray.
It takes time.
Maria,
Kelly. Maria's my cosplay character, who's even more awesome than me, and she has a sword.
Let's do. Well, we could probably make it Tinker, but that doesn't really help you, does it? I think it's going to.
Murray. Sorry, Murray. Wouldn't Chad have to walk with us to school then?
Yes.
If he lived across the road, making it slightly more uncomfortable.
That would be normal, but you might find that circumstances mean that they're not there, and that therefore leads to an argument later in the day. Why weren't you there to take me to school? For whatever. So I think there could be normal relationships, and they can.
I'm going to hang back and wait for Chad then.
Okay, so you see Chad running out the door with his hockey stick, and the door slams behind him.
I'd like to chase after him. Anyway, that's the side story. So I'll let Ben keep going.
Cool. So Ben, you're saving this makeup for Tim when you meet him, aren't you?
I'm not going to start applying makeup when Tim walks in. That would not be sexy.
No. But this is the role.
This charm role. Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
So we haven't met him. So I think what we can say is that the makeup kit would be an item, and therefore will give you a bonus to the roll. Ooh. I need to make a luck roll. Give me a 1d6 roll, and we're going to say how good your makeup kit is.
How good the makeup kit is?
Mm-hmm.
But it's an icon.
Roll a 1d6 one.
It's my iconic item.
Is it your?
Oh, is your makeup?
Yeah.
It is your
it's 2.
Well, boom, +2. Sorry, I was going to say if you rolled 1 to 3, it was a 1, and 4, 5, 6 was a 2. But it's your iconic item.
Oh God, it's amazing.
Sorry.
It has every color. I only use 7 of the colors.
When you meet Tim, you're going to roll 5 dice to see if you can.
It's autumn colors.
All right. Now we haven't met Erin. Erin, what are you doing about Mum and Dad not getting out of bed this morning? You having to make your own breakfast, and the picture of your dead brother is hanging.
Yeah, what's changed, Murray? It's every morning. So I go in there and I start plumping in.
This is just your drudgery, is it?
Well, the thing is, sure, my mum and dad give me they give me gifts and stuff, but since my brother died, they've been really disconnected, and they've just been giving me stuff instead of actually spending time with me. So I more have to look after them these days, and so I'm just putting on a whole heap of eggs and doing scrambled and just going and giving them in bed while they sit there wasting away in their bed, missing the child that they lost.
Right, and ignoring the child that they've still got.
Oh. Sometimes you have to grow up quick.
I
have a dog called Max, who I can give cheese to, and it farts.
Nice. That's dangerous, though, dogs and cheese. So at this point, I will highlight that there are the principles
it's the 80s, Murray.
We've been exploring. It is the 80s. That your hometown is full of fantastic things. We haven't seen them yet, other than Kelly's makeup. Everyday life is dull and unforgiving, as we've just had a taste of. Adults are out of reach and out of touch, as we've just had an example of. We haven't come across a mystery. We'll soon do that.
That's
and we play it scene by scene, which is what we just had an example of. And the world is described collaboratively, just as we decided that we all lived across the street from one another. So there's our rule rundown. So did I give everyone? Yes. That's everyone had a scene. So you make your way to school, Trish, and you're following Chad.
Cool. Yeah. So I'll be like, hey, Chad, wait up.
Oh, hey, Trish.
Oh, good to see you.
Oh, Chad.
Such a shame that Kelly didn't wait up for you this morning.
Yeah, where is she?
Oh, she seemed to be in an awful hurry to get to school. I don't know. She was talking about something about some guy or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Just enough information. Well done.
I'm going to give you a Chinese burn later, John.
As he's distracted, just Chad can't think of things,
Yeah, no, he's not that quick.
He's not a very quick kind of character. I'm going to slip the brooch into one of his pockets.
Oh,
but you said you didn't steal that.
What are you going to do then?
BITCH.
Let's check that out. how are you going to do that? Are you going to do that?
That's a sneak.
Yeah, so that would be... I don't think sneak.
A sneak?
Chad's just realizing he's not the only male in the entire town.
Sneak plus mine, because I distracted him first. Do you think?
Yep, I think so.
Sorry,
what was your
He's misting over.
Plus mine.
Sneak plus mine, because I distracted him first.
Okay, yeah, let's do
misdirection.
Ooh, there are boys and girls in this town.
Therefore, let's use mind, body, and I don't know if we can combine attributes. Let's do mind sneak. 4 dice. Looking for a...
Looking for 6s. I only got 1 6, but I also got other dice. Is there other things that I need to let you know?
1 6 is a success.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I got 1 6.
A success. Right.
Okay.
You absolutely slipped that into his pocket of his. Like, where's Chad? Chad's. That's very impressive, because when you look at what Chad's wearing, he's wearing very, very tight 1980s stubbies. That's impressive sort of pocket behavior there.
How does it have pockets on it?
Stubbies always had pockets, but they didn't fit anything. Remember the coin pocket in Stubbies? It's like you can't even get a coin in them.
There are pockets on there. Sure.
I don't think they're called that in America, though. I think they're called something else. I think Stubbies is very Australian, New Zealand.
Could be.
They call them pants.
Shorts. Maybe Chat knows, because I don't know what the Americans call it.
Just enough coverage.
Right. Shorts.
Sorry,
very
isn't it
tight?
Isn't it snowing?
Runners.
Chad doesn't care.
I think Chad's impervious.
I don't feel the
Impervious
cold.
to cold.
Chad speaks in third person. That's how Chad is, okay?
Chad doesn't feel the cold.
Chad doesn't feel the cold.
Yeah.
No, but cold doesn't sneak up on Chad.
Anyway, I don't really care about Chad's state of mind, but I will feed the kind of stuff enough to really, I don't know, talk a little bit of crap with him. But eventually I'll just, wander off or run ahead or something with some really lame excuse.
Cool. Not
can I walk behind?
Ahead. So, sorry.
I'm just walking behind. I just want that to be known that I'm walking behind Chad with his little tight gym shorts for no reason.
Or are you?
No, Aaron.
If you're walking behind, I'd probably walk with you because you're awesome. Oh, wait up, Chad. You walk ahead. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk with Linda. Linda's so cool, don't you think?
Well, it's Aaron. Linda's my Swedish name.
Oh, Aaron, I circled the wrong one.
Oh man.
You can't call me Linda because we're not in the...
Because there's a Swedish setting and an American setting, there's different names for each location, and we're getting confused as to which one we're using. Yep. So more of that to come, because I will definitely make that mistake.
But we still have to remember the location of the other name.
So Aaron is Linda, but yes, you go back and you join Aaron. Okay,
I'm walking my dog as well.
There is... you're walking to school, you're going past a construction site. There's the giant construction robots that are building. That's an everyday sight that these robots are putting up, houses very, very quickly. Some of the houses are slightly peculiar in design. They're not your everyday kind of, house that you might expect from us. Some of them are very odd, a little bit of idiosyncrasy from the robots programming, and you're inside the school putting your makeup on in the girls' bathroom, Kelly. You hear a giant bang out the front of the school, which makes you look out the window, and that at the same moment that all of the others are arriving. So there's Chad, Linda, Aaron and Fish, and Tim, you've come the other way, and you just turned the corner with Oscar, and you see At the front of the school, there is a dart robot, which is one of these construction robots. And when you get closer and as you peer out the window, Kelly, you see that the front door of the school has been torn off and thrown into the bushes, and that one of your teachers is lying on the ground wrapped in a blanket, where the matron has rushed out and thrown a blanket over her. She's being cared for. Sorry, see there, that shows my upbringing. School nurse, I automatically went to matron. Suddenly, you hear a siren in the distance, and an ambulance drives into the schoolyard to take the teacher to hospital. What do you do? Let's start with you, Kelly, in the girls' bathroom.
So hang on, I've run out, and someone's then put a blanket over them, and also the nurses come, and also an ambulance has come and taken them away. So is it after that?
So the nurses come out. The nurse has put the blanket on them, and after that, the ambulance is coming. So what do you do? The ambulance hasn't come and taken them away, so the ambulance is just like pulling into the school grounds.
Do I see Tim? Do I see Tim come?
You do,
out
absolutely. You see Tim standing there looking at the scene.
Time to turn on the charm. Time to turn on the charm.
Quick
so
question.
You're going to bypass what's happening, go straight to Tim?
Absolutely. I'm mostly interested in making sure Tim is in love with me, as well as every other boy in the whole school.
Okay. You're heading to Tim. I'll ask what you're doing, Aaron.
I know. I just was wondering, with that incredibly large crash of sound when you were putting your eyeliner on, how did that go?
Well,
the important question.
In my head, I just hit a bang. You're like, whoa!
Suddenly feels like a game of paranoia. Okay, therefore, yes, Kelly,
you a communist?
Because you might not have noticed. Can you make a makeup roll?
Effective makeup application is a matter of focus and care.
Is that going to be?
It's hard.
It's hard. Definitely hard. Totally hard.
I don't know. It's hard. Oh, okay. And move.
Mathematics.
No.
What even is move? Oh my god.
Is it comprehend or calculate?
It's a movement of the fingers. But,
Zach Wolf has a good point.
Is it program?
I have program and tinker, but I was thinking like
none of
these work.
Can I just say, every time we say this, it literally Captain Planet keeps coming to my head. I just want to put it out there so I get it out into the open. That it's just like Captain Planet, heart, blah blah. It's just good.
Body.
All right, go on. Give me a heart roll. Make it
a heart roll with
roll
my makeup makeup box. So like I would need 10 dice.
No, because you use your makeup dice for Tim. You can't use your makeup dice now.
Ever again?
No. Just
you can use makeup twice. Okay.
I won't give you the bonus. Your iconic.
Okay. I would still need 8 dice, and I have 6 only. So I'm gonna have
to. I feel like your makeup thing is actually going against you in this one moment.
You'll have to make up those dice.
So I've rolled 6 of my 8 dice.
And you rolled a 6.
I've rolled 6 of them, and I have a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 4 and a 5. So I'm going to roll 2 more and hope that I'm more lucky. Oh, double 6! I'm blind at makeup. I thought I'd
otherwise you would have had
in the eye. Mm-hmm.
You would have had a fabulous misdirected line.
I didn't get where I am in mathematics and popularity without focus. Okay.
So you're making your way out to Tim. I'll come back to that. Meantime, we've got the others, the other 3 of you arriving, except for Tim, on the scene. What do you do?
Can I ask which teacher it was? Just because that could be an important aspect of like is it the geography teacher who we all hate?
You'll need to get closer to investigate.
I don't care. Nothing can get in my way. That's like my thing. I just keep going. I'm the kid that everyone's a little awkward about because I don't really want to get in the way because there's issues there.
So you are investigating?
Yeah.
You are.
And I'm dragging John with me. because she was standing
you don't
next
need
to me.
Drag me. I'll come with you. Don't worry.
No, but
Okay,
but I'm holding your
Aaron,
hand.
what do you think we should do? I think we should go and investigate.
So tell me, Aaron, who your favorite teacher is at school?
Mrs. Kimberly, who is the geography teacher.
Kimberly was what I was going to say too.
Yeah. Well, she's the best.
What
Like she. Geography?
She's never taught me, but I really like her.
She what I like about her is that she's also works in the library and she lets me read and borrow as many books as I want. Yeah.
And is it Miss Kimberly or Mrs. Kimberly?
I think it was there was a bit of confusion for a while, but it was Ms. She's like real early. And like everybody was really like, is it Mr. or Miss? Like one of the first kind of like a bit of more progressive teachers. So the confusion is there, but we just call it Ms. And we don't know why, but it's kind of a thing.
This is when Nathan needs to stop talking, but he's just going to keep going.
So roll
I can go for hours, guys.
Roll your 7 dice for me, please.
I rolled 4 and got a 6.
You've done it.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it is Ms. Kimberly.
Oh, my favorite teacher is the one who's nearly dead.
Teacher.
Groggily sort of groaning on the ground there.
I push the nurse out of the way and go and try and see if I can help her.
You push
mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth. It's the only solution.
She's groaning. She's groaning, so clearly doesn't need mouth to mouth. But
that's the one sign you know they're groaning. No mouth to mouth.
That's right.
What are you doing, Trish?
Is there a set of keys on the nurse at all?
Oh, you little! I like you. I like you.
There is one of those nurse watches. You know, the ones that they wear there, and then they can
those are awesome.
On the ribbon.
They fetch a really good deal on the market.
Yeah, they're sparkly and dangly and.
Yeah, and the nurses at this moment very offended that Erin has pushed her out of the way.
I'll try and help her. Her up.
Great. So,
by
Chad,
lifting her up and yoink.
Nice. So we're going to be doing some.
I might say that this is
Chad.
So I want to know what's going on.
Okay, so you're leaning in to help.
Chad wants to know what's going on.
Worse.
Right. Yeah, so I'm like,
okay, so
don't worry, guys, I'm here.
You're leaning in to help. You, Erin, are about to, pick the breast pocket of the nurse. Meanwhile, Tim, you see Kelly walking towards you. Kelly, can you make your charm roll now with your makeup box, please?
Can I ever?
Let's see how bad you shit your pants.
How do you have 10 dice?
I still didn't get any 6s on that first roll. That's horrifying.
Oh.
I have 4 more dice to get a 6.
Are you using your makeup kit for everything?
No, only this one.
Woo! 2 6s.
Uh-huh.
I glisten. I glisten. I have.
So
like,
as you start your swagger across with your swishing hips, Tim is absolutely absorbed with Oscar the Rat and pays no attention to you whatsoever. But luckily, as you're just about to get desperate and close to turn away, he looks up and Derek, you look into
Sorry, Murray, we're all having trouble because Ben's doing like his walk thing, and so everything you're saying, none of us are taking it in.
Did you know that to this day, the longest scene of a woman walking away from the camera is Marilyn Monroe in the film Niagara? It's 1 minute and 47 seconds of someone walking away from the camera, simply because the cameraman just like was watching the hip swish, and it's like, and so it's a bit like that, but. You look up and there is the vision of Kelly looking and walking towards you.
I think Ben's going to take that as a challenge.
Can I say, I like that at the 120 mark, the cameraman was still like...
Yeah. Well, there's like, there's that scene in Lawrence of Arabia where David Lean talked about he lost his courage and cut early. You should have gone with this like 15-minute approach shot. And you're like, it's a bit like that. Anyway, so Timmy, what are you gonna do when you see? So there's all this altercation has just happened. Robots ripped the door off the school. Teacher's been hit. The nurses rushed out and put a blanket on. A siren's blaring, and there is Kelly walking towards you, sashaying as she does.
Is she looking up at the sky like that?
No, she's definitely 100% looking straight at you.
I look at her.
Like the Mona Lisa.
And then I turn around and look to see who she's looking at behind me.
Oh, good move.
Hey, what do you say? You say, Kelly?
I flick away my attention as if I wasn't really paying attention to him, because I suddenly am distracted by Chad's slightly fluffy, hairy legs, where he's just got little patches of hair growing on his legs. And in between the fluffy bits of legs, his thighs shine. And I'm distracted by that.
His thighs are currently shining over Miss Kimberly under the blanket.
I know. I'm a bit jealous because he seems to be paying attention to someone else. So I'm sort of just stuck there.
Basically. So you're going to turn and go to Miss Kimberly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
when you turn back from were you looking at me? Kelly has completely turned away from you and is walking towards the teacher under the blanket.
Keep him begging.
So you're not sure if that actually happened at all?
Your heart tells you it does, but your mind
this game is
doubt.
rich and dangerous. I don't know if anyone else is having this, and that's giving you insights into incidents in my own childhood of when I did.
No.
Suffered to like this sort of thing. Is anyone else suffering that like temptation? Because if they aren't, I'm going to shush.
I was just the male version. I was the male version of Kelly, basically.
This is Murray. This is a safe place. We can play here in safe.
Live streaming on Twitch is a safe place.
Hey guys, everybody in the chat, say you love Murray. Go on, show him the love. Show him the love. Come on, let's get it going.
Do you mean both people in chat?
No, there was a few, up to 12 before.
Lag in the chat. They might not.
No one said it so far. Maybe they didn't love it. Hey, all two of us.
There's 8 people in chat.
Yeah,
we both love us.
So
both of us love you, Murray.
Murray, can I pull out my sonic screwdriver and
is that a real replica
that I got in a cereal packet and see if I can scan the area opposite the school gate, the front door, to see what robot did this?
Oh, the robot's standing there. Like,
it's
it hasn't moved.
I solved the mystery. Solved the mystery.
It's kind of gone
AWOL. Change some Sirenscape to have some robots in it.
Yeah.
There's some birds like in the background.
We're outside.
I'm enjoying it.
I just want to have some robots.
Murray,
I'll get some robots.
Murray, while that's happening,
in there.
I want the Kelly sound set. I want the sashaying makeup sound set.
I'm never going to be able to look at a woman again the same
after
seeing Ben do that.
Where's Huggy Bear, baby?
Absolutely.
So, Murray, can I go over to the robot and see why it's malfunctioning?
Oh, yes, you can.
Was it a raccoon again?
Is that going to be? I think that's going to be either program, probably investigate to start with.
Okay.
And something tech-wise, which doesn't really look like that's your thing, weirdly.
Yeah, it is. If it's investigate, then
investigate is, but the tech part of it doesn't look to be you. But investigate, absolutely. Okay.
It's got some lasers. Just be careful.
I got 1-6.
You got 1-6. That's all you need. 1-6. So.
I like it though.
It looks to you as if the programming on this robot has been altered remotely.
Oh wow!
As if someone's tapped into
the phone line.
The robot and sort of made it do something. They're construction robots. They have a certain sort of set of flashing lights in a particular order, and it looks like someone's altered the order of the lights in the sequence.
Is there any way that I can climb up on the robot and return it to factory settings, return it to boot mode.
You got to put this little sharp thing in for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you got to press the on button whilst you're tapping the side of it.
Yeah.
I think
Timmy, what are you doing?
Can you give me a climb, please? So you're going to need body, and so you're going to need to roll 2 dice. You need a 6.
This is what you're strong at, right?
Timmy, is that your
I got a 5.
No, so you're trying to clamber up this robot, and it's greasy. It's covered in workplace.
Can I go over and help him? Can I go over and help him?
I say to Trish,
I think you're all crowded and crouched over this teacher. You need to try and lift this watch, please.
Okay. I thought that whole journey had already moved on.
No. We haven't.
No, you're still a thief.
I've got 5 people split parties 3 ways. So, Trish, can you give me your how are you doing your pickpocketing?
Well, I mean, she's pretty distracted, I feel, because she's just been bumped over.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Erin has been an unwitting assistant, so I'll give you.
She's probably
1 extra die.
She's probably distracted by Chad's thighs as well.
She's
I hope not.
There's a lot of them. They go on and on.
And he's also like 13.
They're actually normal-sized thighs. It's just the shorts he's wearing.
Just the shorts are so short. Yeah, they start as early as thighs could plausibly start.
They also ripple.
Anyway.
Okay, this conversation.
So I'll give you a bonus die from the description.
Brought to you by.
I'm rolling my sneak plus a bonus die, and then I'm using. What do you think? I should roll body or mind?
Well, yeah, if you're going to use sneak, you've got to use the attribute associated with the skill.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So you're rolling 3d6.
And an extra dice because you got tiny hands.
Yeah, I got a 6 and 2 1s.
You succeed. You absolutely get the watch off. So the next time she tries to check the time, she'll know that she's either lost it or pickpocketed. But probably she'll blame Erin for pushing her out of the way. So Erin and Chad.
What, you're going to blame the one who lost her brother? You're going to do that?
Well, when you go pushing school nurses out of the way, you're going to get blamed. So don't have an injury because she's going to be the one not fixing you. It'll be a spoon of castor oil. That'll be what it is. Oh, the 80s. Love it. Okay.
Wasn't anything that couldn't be solved by castor oil.
After that, I would like to make my way over to try and help Tim or Timmy.
Okay, before you leave to do that, to get away from the scene of the crime, Chad and Erin, you are there. You've pushed by Holly out of the way.
Kelly?
You're walking towards them at this point, Kelly, but you haven't got to them. And
takes a while.
Miss Kimberly starts to come around.
What happened, Miss Kimberly?
Chad.
I don't know. I think it's got something to do with Charlie.
Charlie?
Who's Charlie?
Charlie. Aha. So Charlie is one of the boys
Charlie?
at school.
Oh yeah,
you do.
Charlie.
He's basically at the school. His parents are. I've got to get the names right. Christine and Arnold. And they're
could you also give us the Swedish name?
Yeah, I
Kirsten with an ER and Anders.
Kirsten with an ER. Can I say?
And in the Swedish version, because I will say this later. So his American name is Charlie. In Swedish, he's Pelle, P-E-L-L-E, and you only get Charlie once. Every other mention is called Pelle. So it's like Pelle, like Charlie.
Oh no! I'm secretly in love with him.
You're secretly in love with
Charlie.
When she mentions Charlie, you stop in your tracks from going to help Tim.
To capture this moment in time.
Down,
I say, help me up. The robot is being wordly hacked.
What happened to Charlie? I totally ignore.
At that point, Kelly, you arrive when Trish says what happened to Charlie. So Charlie's popular. What happened to? Oh man, what happened to Kelly? We lost Kelly.
Oh, she's still walking.
She's walking away from the camera. It's the longest walk away scene that has ever been shot.
Right. Feeding with Viagra. Okay, so he basically started at the school after the summer break. He's 12, so he's in Tim's class.
He's the older boy.
Everyone likes Charlie.
Yeah, they do.
He's good at sports and
he's
schoolwork.
He's like Chad Light.
Yeah, but he's smarter than Chad.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good at hockey. Are we playing hockey? Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that. Your two conversations are hockey and hockey.
And Kelly.
And Kelly.
Hockey and Kelly.
Hockey and what Kelly likes.
Oh, you know, you could embed the Chad stick. Oh, for my lips, so we make out. Now, what was our phrase in the 80s? Pashing. Or snogging. With both.
Well, Murray, were you a pasher or a snogger? I need to know this.
Okay.
So,
Charlie.
Here in Colorado, we make out.
Necking.
Make out, right. I'm going to say I probably only just got a passion before the 80s ended. That's how sad my school life was. But, yeah, you know, but it was all about lips chapping, so we can invent the Chad stick. Okay. You also know that Charlie's parents work at the Loop, so they are scientists who work on the particle accelerator.
So he's from Smart Stock, unlike
Chad.
Yeah.
No, Chad.
He lives in a house on the outskirts of town. Have you got the map there?
I certainly do. Would you like me to pull the map up for you now, Murray?
Yes, please.
All right, so let's get this map up. We're going to go along, and we're going to go along and move the name because somebody put the frickin' thing above it. Love you guys.
So those see the three towers behind that logo in that image there, guys. Those are the cooling towers of the Loop. Those are the cooling towers that you see above the Loop. So that's
which one's Chad?
Sort of the main reactor. I don't know. I don't see anyone there in shorts.
That's not Chad. That's Friedrich. That's the Swedish version.
Yeah.
Can I just say there is nothing more American than Chad as a name? Like when I hear Chad, it's Chad from Cali. Like it's Chad.
It's Chad Kroger.
It's Chad Kroger.
Chad Kroger.
Okay, so we've got Boulder City, the main reactor, Lake Mead, and then Nevada and Arizona.
Right. So you see down where the main reactor is to the.
Would you like to zoom in and
south of it? No, just south of it. On the there's a place called Hemingway Park, just a little grey area just to the south of the main reactor.
Oh yes.
Can I just say, how many people are watching this on a mobile?
His house is there. Are you asking questions of Chad?
No, wait. I'm phoning this whole thing in.
I'm a recording. Sorry, say that again, Murray.
So you see where the Hemingway Park is?
Yep.
That's where Charlie's house is, on the corner there. So
Charlie.
Slightly out of the main city, but on the Great Highway. So
is it like is it the good part of town?
More the sort of the outskirts of town.
Is there a good part of town?
Boulder City, yeah.
Look, any part of town that Charlie's in is a good part of town.
Yeah, very hard to make an excuse to visit Charlie at Charlie's house, unfortunately. It is a fair way away. So when Ms. Kimberly says this, the nurse also chimes in that she says that Charlie seemed to be behaving strangely, and kept referring to himself as we, and that everyone, including Ms. Kimberly, was out to get us, and also seemed to be really scared. Charlie had run away from the school, and as soon as he had run, this big robot that Tim is currently trying to climb came crashing into the school grounds and tore off the door. So that all happened just before you arrived, and whilst Kelly was distracted putting makeup on in the girls' bathroom.
Still.
I say, Chad, give me a boost.
A what?
A boost.
Why? What are you doing?
I've got to reset this robot.
Oh, sure, okay. I'll give him a boost.
All right.
Poor Tim didn't know what threw him.
So so that's going to be him rolling with your assist. So there's the body of one, the move of one, and Chad, you're going to assist with probably you've got so much body.
Well, he also has his whippling biceps, right?
He does.
How many extra Chads does
muscles.
he get? Well, probably he's going to use his force, so you can use your 3. So you're rolling 5 dice now to roll a 6.
5 dice. Yes, I got a 1 6.
Woo! You are now atop the. You are atop the robot.
Can I see any signs of tampering?
Can you give me an investigate roll, please?
Of tambourines.
Tambourines?
Doubt there's any
An
tambourines.
investigate is a 3 and the 4 from the mind?
7 dice. Yep.
Yes, I got 2 6s.
There is no sign of any there's nothing that sort of accessed a panel or changed that. But whilst you are in this elevated position, you do see a child running.
Ooh.
Oh. There's someone running. There's a runner.
What?
A
Is it
rascal.
Charlie?
Is it Charlie?
I shield my eyes from the harsh Boulder City sun, and
You've
see
never
if
been
I
so
can
high
identify
before
the
in your
runner.
life.
He's unfortunately he has gone at this point. But you did see. You're sure you saw a child running, like a 12-year-old.
Hang on.
We're at a school, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
before
this
it
is
opens.
front of the school.
Yeah,
Now
so
a
a
big crowd
child,
of people
running.
It's not that
away,
Running away.
running away.
So there's
So
no.
there's now a bigger crowd of kids at the school gate looking at what happened, and there's muttering, and there's chants of rat boy, look at the rat boy on the robot. And of course
I
they
wanna
don't
join
say that.
in.
They say look at the rat boy on the robot. And
Oh,
the
that's
school
mean.
nurse, they are bullies, and Timmy does get bullied. And they run. The nurse runs inside and runs to the phone,
Well,
and then she runs back out, and the ambulance has come through, and basically comes in, and
hang on,
the nurse.
you're like speeding through. Hang on, that's just time flying past.
Yeah.
Can we do
Yeah.
stuff?
So all of this was what happened. I need to, because I can't say she calls, because it's like this is the
Well,
80s that took so long.
She just ran
Well,
in.
someone else has come from the inside of the school office, running out saying that they can't get hold of Charlie's parents on the phone. They're not answering their phone.
Is there any way that I can reset the robot from up here, or is that?
You're going to need to try and break into it in order to get to its panel. It's currently not doing anything.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I have the strength or the tools to break into its panel, so I'm going to climb down. And
Alright.
I want to go after Charlie. Does anyone else want to?
Yeah,
Does anyone else
yes.
want to go
Charlie.
find him?
I'm really good at running. I can run after him.
My favorite teacher told me that it was
No one
Charlie,
cares
so I'm
about
running
him.
after him. I've got Max.
Okay.
Can I? And I've trained Max to be able to smell out things that I want to find, like cheese and Charlie's.
Yeah. Aaron,
hell
how
is
do you
Max?
find Charlie?
Firstly, I need to see whether Tim can get down from this robot successfully. Are you still at the foot of the robot, Chad?
Yeah, I can help him down.
Okay. Therefore,
I'm always
Definitely
taking care
time.
of Tim.
do you want to hand him your hockey stick and then help him down?
What's the hockey stick for?
You always have
a-
your hockey
a
stick.
hand-
You're +2.
Oh, it gives me a +2. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you
Well,
use that in everything.
In this case, it gives Timmy a +2, and Timmy could really use your
Yep.
+2. Okay, so you get a +2 from the hockey stick. You get a +3 from Chad's body. From his move.
Oh, his
You get
body.
your
Robbie's body.
own 1 dice and 1 dice. So you get 7 dice in total And 5 of those from Chad.
Wow.
So basically, I'm doing 5/7 of the work.
Okay, I get like 3 6s. I elegantly spring down.
One of those was your 2 dice.
I elegantly spring down and land on the ground, tread on my scarf, and fall flat on my face. And
as was written in the prophecy.
I think with three 6s, you alight like a champion, and all of the other bullies suddenly go quiet because they see that Chad is helping you, and that it's basically.
Chad's like the weather bar.
The fact that Chad is helping you so obviously, and so
with his stick.
With his, he let you touch his hockey stick.
I know.
I mean, no one gets to touch Chad's hockey stick.
Not even Kelly.
No, not even Kelly gets to touch Chad's hockey
because
stick.
Jesus told me.
They all suddenly the chorus, the almost omnipresent chorus of Rat Boy, suddenly goes quiet as they all kind of shush, just in case Chad notices that they're being nasty to you and turns his attention to you.
I say to Chad, I saw someone running. They went that way. I think we should follow them. Everybody else is running here. We should run after the person who's running away.
All right, let's run after him.
And with the run after Charlie, I think we will take a very quick break because that's been an hour. I think.
Wow.
So we'll
see you, everyone. We'll see you soon.
We're gonna have a 5-minute break or something like that, and we'll be back momentarily. Thank you very much. And we're going to cut seamlessly to a Be Right Back screen. Bye, guys.
Fabulous.